Tired of hot, uncomfortable dress shirts that don't hold up? Meet Serve Clothing. The mesh collar shield blocks sweat stains, and built-in vents keep you comfortable under suits, all backed by a 2-year guarantee. Right now is your chance to get the best for free. Head to serveclothing.com/win. Enter for a chance to win $500 in free Serve shirts. Serveclothing.com/win. Dress shirts that actually serve you. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents aged 18 or older. Void where prohibited. Entry must be received by May 31st, 2026. Official rules and details at serveclothing.com/win.
It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag Utah Jazz.
I think the guys are fighting hard, but I think a lot of the schedule and the fatigue caught up with us tonight.
The schedule and the fatigue. Oh, my gosh. Fortunately, Will Hardy's paid a lot of money, so he can deal with it. But the schedule of playing a team that I believe had lost 8 in a row, the schedule, well, you couldn't have played Mihailuk, you couldn't have played Kevin Love.
Come on now.
It's getting laughable. And that game was absolutely laughable. I thought that I was watching one of those NCAA open practices that they have on the Wednesday before the Thursday game and the Thursday before the Friday games, the first round, where guys just run down the court and put in layup after layup. I mean, holy freak. 156 points, 95 points in the second half they allowed, 50 points in the third quarter. The schedule and fatigue. Why didn't you play Blake Hinson more? Why'd you have to play Bez Menbang or whatever his name is the entire game?
You got all 48, baby.
I mean, this is laughable. But they're doing the right thing, you know? They have this opportunity here to change, to laugh from a good perspective, not from a sad perspective. The Pelicans. I mean, Lion King had a triple-double. Yeah, way to go, Lion King. What's his name?
John Conchar.
And how about my guy? You guys just scoffed and laughed at me yesterday when I said we need to make room for you-know-who. And is it Kennedy Chandler or Chandler Kennedy?
Kennedy Chandler.
Yeah, 31 points, man.
Career high.
To show you what triple doubles are, the Lion King and Nurkic are the ones who've had them this year. Oh, retire their numbers. Stats, you just said Aaron Roderick. What he wanted to say is just go away with your stupid stats, but he couldn't be mean. You notice the people who just pump the stats, they are kind of nerdy, wouldn't you say?
They do love their numbers.
Yeah. So, what more to say? I mean, guys that I've never heard. Micah Peavy, is that he in relation to Micah Potter? He had 20 points. Jordan Poole still in the league. I didn't even know he was still in the league. Kicking around after. He's the one who took a hard right from Draymond Green, right?
Yep, Golden State Warriors practice.
Jordan Hawkins, 25, 11 of 16. The Pelicans shoot 58% from the field. Oh, my gosh. We only got 2 more of these, and you can celebrate the great fans who come to the games and cheered them on. That's Friday night. I was at Memphis. And then we have the season ends on Sunday down in Los Angeles. There you go. I mean, what more is to be said by this? Get this over with. Regroup. Get the pick. Get some players in here. Get the guys that are sitting on the bench. I don't even know if they're on the bench anymore, but if you get the point, that aren't playing. And away we go for next season. All right, let's move the freak on to NBA.
Hashtag NBA.
NBA basketball. The Dallas Mavs, they're disputing the claims that Lakers coach, what was that, Redick, and the Mavs medical team, they examined the wrong part of Austin Reeves' body.
It's a back injury. Well, we're going to check his stomach.
when he received an MRI. Now Dallas' staff saying, No, he required 2 MRI. Reddick saying Reeves required 2 MRIs to diagnose a grade 2 left oblique strain and faulted the Mavericks for their execution of the scan. It's always about execution. How many times have I said that? You got to execute the execution of the scan, and said they were told where to scan, but scan the wrong area. No, over here. Where's it hurt, Doc? A little over here. You should have said something. No, over there. That's kind of a bizarre story, I think. The Lakers go down. They don't have anybody. I mean, they're like 5-6 guys. Most of their starters were out. And predictably, they get hammered 123-87 by the Thunder. Both those teams. It seemed like they're set. One's going to have the 1 seed, and then the Lakers are going to have the 4 seed. And we'll see if they meet in the second round as it plays out. Doc Rivers, is it over? He declined to say if he was stepping down from his position from the Bucks head coach, but he said that he wanted to spend more time with his grandkids. I think he said he's got 8 of them or 7 of them, and they're all under 8, or 8 of them and they're all under 7, one of the two. And basically said that, okay, you can figure it out for yourself. He's 64 years old. Go live your life, Doc. You got that title in Boston. You coach. He was a fun player to cover. I covered him with his Clippers. He's very open, very accommodating. So I enjoyed conversations with him way back when he was a player. Majerus was the one who gave him the nickname Doc. His first name is Glenn. And that has stuck all these years. And then you see the Kings were fouling Curry's brother on purpose down the stretch as they wanted to lose. And they did. The Warriors won. The Warriors are going to get in the play-in with an under 500 record. Yeah, it's gripping. Oh, my gosh. It'll bring such meaning to the final few weeks of the season. People on NBA payrolls trying to sell you something that just ain't true. And that is not true. And the Nets beat the Bucks. And so now you got, oh man, where's DJ? I got to do some standings here. Hold on, let me get the standings. Make sure you guys have what you have become accustomed to. The Nets sitting on 20 wins, and the Jazz and the Sacramento Kings sitting on 21 wins. Oh my gosh. What will it be, my friends? What will it be as we're down to the final stretch of the season? And you've got the Kings. Who the heck do they play? They play Portland and Golden State. Golden State again at home, and then up the coast a little bit to Portland. Oh, this is going to be gripping. I wonder what they're going to do as we continue to make a mockery of competitive desires from these teams. But and that's they're, as I've been saying, in a weird way, they're trying to win. Holy cow, this is the way that they're trying to win, by losing. Now, the Nets have 3 ball games. They got Indiana, who's below them. And Carlisle's taken off. He's going to go visit his daughter or something. They said some interim guy's going to take off. Then they got Milwaukee, who sucks. And they got Toronto, who's decent. Both of those games at the end, the last 2 on the Friday and Sunday, are on the road. We will know when we come in here Monday morning. We'll know exactly where the Jazz stand in terms of the standings. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the odds-wise lottery balls. I mean, it sets up, but you never know how it's going to play out. We shall see about that. Okay, college basketball, my good friends.
Hashtag college basketball.
Well, the lead story, and this is the story of the day. BYU point guard Robert Wright, the third, not the first, not the second. No, he is the third. And he will enter the transfer portal. Sources told the Field of 68. Wright averaged 18.1 points, 4.5 assists, 4.6. Shot 41% from 3. And the mercenary that he is, he started his college career at Baylor and now is at BYU. And will he move on? Should BYU pay him? What lessons are there to be learned? We will get to that coming up right after what is trending. Also, they introduced, I can't call, sorry, Big Mike. I'm calling you Big Mike. You want to be called Michael? No. There's only one Michael when it's Carolina blue, and it ain't you. How about that, Yak? That'll work, right?
I like it.
Only one Michael in Carolina blue, and it ain't you. That is reserved for MJ, not MM. Michael, don't call me Mike Malone. I'm going to call him Big Mike because, my gosh, he's going to make more than $8 million annually as the new head coach of the Tar Heels. 6-year, $50 million contract, immediately making him one of the top paid coaches in college. Uh-oh. Whittingham going to go to Michigan and ask for more? I mean, I know it's football, but still. Mikey Malone? Wow, that's a lot of cash. We'll see how they do, or how he does. Now, his daughter's on the volleyball team there. That's kind of cool. Get to see her, have an opportunity to watch her play right there in the fall, obviously. All right, that's college basketball. We will be hitting Robert Wright and what should be learned from this. Coming up, stay with us. Let's go to the NFL.
Hashtag NFL.
Fernando Mendoza. He's going to be the first pick, most likely, by the Raiders, right? He's not going to attend it in Pittsburgh. He's going to celebrate with his family in Miami and have the party there. Take the party to Pittsburgh. That's a bad look for the NFL. Your number one guy won't be there. Oh, man. Well, I mean, the good thing about it is we're sending DJ there, so he'll have it covered for us, right? Right? Rob Wright, the third, is gone, and so is DJ. Okay, there you go on that. And Kaepernick, he's written a memoir, The Perilous Fight, will be out this fall as he reflects on his decision a decade ago to take a knee during the national anthem before games. Well, I think I'm going to take a knee on reading that. I'm tired of that story. I mean, he did what he did. I support his right to do it, except I don't necessarily support his right to do it on the job. Go do it on your own time. You can lie down, you can roll over, you can play dead, do whatever you want. I have no problem with that. But during the games, and, you know, I mean, the thing is, was he blackballed? Sure. I think he was. But not necessarily as a starter because he kind of sucked there at the end. His record wasn't very good. But that's a story. Maybe make some more money off of it. Recoup some of the money that you possibly could have made.
Yuck. You can't hear me?
All right, so let's go on to the NFL.
Hashtag college football.
Of course, I just said NFL, but I meant you put college football, and we got MLB here. We're sort of discombobulated. I can hear you, and they can hear you. College. Now, we're going to go on to MLB right now. Wow, did you see that? Soler and Lopez, the Angels and the Braves. Oh, my goodness. That was something. That was a big-time brawl there. Jorge Soler and Ronaldo Lopez. Soler with the Angels. Wow. A big roundhouse. And then you had Lopez. I think he had the ball in his hand responding. And then everybody was out there, man. It was Haymaker City. You know, normally it's maybe a little bit of a tackle, but this thing had some juice to it. I thought we were going to get Al Bernstein on the call there for a second. Oh, yeah, play the audio. Let's go. What the heck?
Was airmail to the backstop. And now here comes Soler. They're going to start to fight. They're throwing blows. We got major differences here as they're throwing haymakers. And now a big pile on the first baseline. Soler was hit by a pitch in the third inning, and we got a riot here in L.A. Here come the bullpen spreading in from left field, and a pileup on the first base line. In the blink of an eye, that turned into a heavyweight bout with Soler and Lopez throwing blows at each other.
Oh, I like that, man, from the diaphragm. The Braves won that game, right? I think they won 7-2, did they not? Yes, they did. How about that? That was, I would imagine some suspensions will be coming. And you see, what's the guy's, the manager for Toronto? They got called for balk. Gosman, the pitcher, he pitched well in the World Series. And their manager, man, just went nuts on that. And they were I was watching that, and I was, oh, man, he's going to hit him in the face. Yeah, and the Dodgers found a way to win again. And Dodgers, you think they're going undefeated on the road this year, my good friend DJ? Because they're 5-0.
It's impressive, but no, I do not think they're going undefeated on the road. But they're going to be awesome. I mean, that's just it's a nice mix here between blowing teams out and then finding a way to grind out wins.
Yeah, they're 9-2. They got Betts. Betts is on what they call it now, the IR. He's out, maybe, but then whoop-de-doo, he's out. Wasn't he out? He was out a lot of last year. Didn't seem to derail them very much. So, yeah, there you go. Alejandro Kirk, he'll be missed 6 weeks from the Blue Jays. That was a squatty catcher, had a good World Series. He's going to go under surgery for a fractured left arm that was injured on a foul tip. My gosh. You ever known catchers, man? I had an opportunity to talk to Alan Ashfield. He was a San Pedro guy, played at San Pedro High. And so he caught Nolan Ryan. I think at one time he had the record for most no-hitters caught in the big leagues. And most of his fingers, he couldn't straighten out. I mean, literally, he could not straighten them out. And his family actually moved up to Utah here. The local connection. He was an LDS guy. The Bees, they got beat by Reno last night in Game 2. First pitch for Game 2 is tonight. First pitch is at 7:05. And coverage of the game will begin at 6:50 on the KSL Sports Zone with our guy, Tony Parks. All right, DJ, you can handle this because I know you're fired up about your Utah Mammoth.
Hashtag NHL.
Sean Dursey at the left point to his streaking Dylan Gunther. This way, one-timer, Cooley, and he scores! Logan Cooley is scalding hot! One-timer from Kerfoot, and that didn't miss the top left corner by much. Dursey swings it towards the net, and they score! Put another one in the tip jar for Alexander Kerfoot. The Mammoth power play has been as hot as it's been all year over the last 5 games in which they have 9 power play goals. They win the face-off here. It's a 4-on-3. Sergachev this way for Keller. Right dot, he shoots and scores! Captain on deck! A 6-5 overtime win for the Utah Mammoth. Statement made!
PK, we were just joking with Mike yesterday about statement games in the regular season, and he finishes with statement made, and also about, what if it's 30-1? He said, well, you might have to carry me out on a stretcher. Obviously, that was over the top. But 6-5 was over the top, especially because they came from behind not once, not twice, but 3 different times in this game.
Yeah, wow, and that was an amazing game. You know, I'm not a big statement game guy. But now that they won, they made a statement, man. They showed Edmonton, we can not only compete with you, we can beat you. Yeah, and you know, they tie it up, boom, Edmonton comes right back in a blink of an eye, and the Mammoth didn't blink at all. They stayed with it. This is an interesting sport because you never know, and because you never know, you just got to keep plugging away. Because it could take, you can go the whole 60 minutes and have 1 goal, and then you can go almost, 6 seconds is an extreme, but you can go a minute or 2 and have 4 goals. You just don't know in this sport, and it makes it gripping. That was an awesome puck game.
It really was. And the thing is that at 3-1, at the end of the first period, the Mammoth had scored first, and Edmonton went up 3-1. They've never beaten Edmonton. They just can't seem to stop them. They've been one of the, I think they're the 4th or 5th best defensive team in the league, and Edmonton's just carving them up. So I got to say, I was a little surprised.
I was too. Absolutely. I thought, here we go again.
But when they scored the shorthanded goal at the end of the second period to make it 4-4, at that point, my belief was, it felt, and this is a dumb thing to say, but it felt like they led 4-4. And even when they gave up the goal early, 5-4, I'm like, there's another goal in this game. It's going to happen. There's another one. It's just a matter of time. And pretty soon they were buzzing around the net. They were creating chances, and sure enough, they got one. But I got to say also, in these free-flowing sports, it doesn't matter. It's not so much football or baseball because they're just different by their nature. But when you see, I've seen this call in RSL games. We've definitely seen it in Jazz games, and we saw it last night in this Mammoth game when a defender scores, someone's got a defensive mentality, hits a big shot or whatever, or when someone who's supposed to be attacking and scoring makes a big defensive play, it gets everybody all sorts of fired up. And they're in overtime, and there's all this space because they got so many guys off the ice, and Cooley one-on-one to just strip the puck away and then immediately draw the penalty. It's like there's no way after that happens that they won't score on this penalty. They got 2 minutes. They're going to do it. And it turned out they only needed a few seconds.
Yeah. And that's Cools to you, not Cooley. Just simply Cools.
Cools.
Yeah.
Cools just take the puck right off the other guy's stick.
I mean, Cools is our magic, you know? It's just a one-word nickname.
Cools.
Yeah.
And the Mammoth was a big hit. I think all the kids are going to love the Mammoth, whether they're watching on TV or they're at the game. They got the Zamboni retrofitted around, and they got the theme on it, and people clearly love that.
Is the
and you can't win them all, so you better have some other entertainment.
Is the Mammoth the version, get the crowd going, of jazz dancers, since you can't have dancers on the ice?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Laker girls?
Yeah, it's like the original Bear getting up on the ladder and doing the handstand and then holding the sign, and everybody's out there just screaming, and nothing's happening. They're in a timeout. The teams are over at the bench, but the Bears got them whipped into a frenzy. Yeah, I think Mammoth is similar.
Yeah, okay. Zam the Bam playing the hits for the Mam, huh?
There it is.
Okay.
All right, and there's What is Trending, brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. Bob Casper is going to be here to talk about Augusta at 8 o'clock. We will talk Masters golf with him. Tim Lacombe at 8:30, Ben Jacobson at 9. And obviously we'll talk transfer portal and strategy and theories with both of those guys. But we'll get to the question of the day next as BYU, I think he was their second best player most nights, certainly after the injury to Saunders he was.
Yeah.
What is BYU going to do now? What does this mean for planning and building a program going forward? We'll get to that next right here. DJ and PK, question of the day on the way on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.